Hello, 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 and welcome to the Daily Political and Societal Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I'm here literally every single day of the year. You can't get rid of me. Every weekday, weekend, holiday, your birthday, my birthday, I'm here to take your questions, your political questions, or about society, whatnot. Just put your questions in the chat before I come on. We have epic troll slayers who have kept us safe. And because of that, we have been able to build a fantastic community here. Thank you for being so kind to each other and so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hi. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on like 1.25 speed, whatever works for you. So I think the microphone might be a little too far away. Let's see if that makes it any better. Okay. Oh goodness, Patrick gifted 10 memberships to random people in the chat. Thank you. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you. Also, happy birthday to Laura and to Sarah. Today is Sarah's birthday. So I sent her many happy birthday gifts, and I sang to her, and the background when I saw her earlier when she came on was cupcakes, and so she's wonderful, and I'm blessed that she's my friend. So anyway, also the kitties, the fish, going after the fish. And if ever there was a day to wear the nails I am wearing today, there's something wrong with the autofocus. Let me fix that. Today's the day to wear koi. I'm serious, they're koi. It's kind of hard just to get them to focus, but yeah. So these two are going down. These two are going up. Fishies. So yes, koi nails. Ever I was going to wear them. This is it. All right. And I've got the Aquarian Tarot for today. All right. So we really do need to keep the energy as high as possible. And we really need to, SKB, I'm not going to look at that. Sorry. There are a bunch of questions in the description box. We're going to go through those. And I take your questions before I come on. So thank you. So, what was I going to say? Sarah's birthday, koi nails. Yeah. And Katie Arbuckle had a question about Boo Boo. We'll get this, and then we'll just get into the news because it's not going to be all that lovely. So, Katie Arbuckle said, "Hey, mind if I ask a cute and fuzzy question? I found a breed of cat similar to Boo Boo's and Kitty. It's been bugging me to ask if he is a Turkish van, that breed of cat. I sincerely doubt it. He was found. His name is Bailey." Because that's the street he was found on. He was found basically on the side of the street in a kind of rural area. He was alone. He was hungry. I just don't think a purebred cat would happen. And his tail is very orange. So I don't think he's a Turkish fan. But I absolutely adore both he and Alfie. All right. So let's get into the less happy, but we will find a way. Oh, no, I understand. Okay. Well, let's hope that this Let's hope that this is just another bluff. But if you haven't heard the news, if he goes through with what he's been saying, then tomorrow, 25% tariffs will be issued on Canada and Mexico on a wide variety of goods. And that wide variety of goods will make prices go up for a bunch of other things because all that stuff is used to make other things. And so he's the Felon is saying that he's only putting these in place if Canada and Mexico fix the border with immigration and fentanyl, to stop immigrants and fentanyl from coming through. Rose Blue says, buy our extra coffee and chocolate today, please. You might want to consider it, but I know there's some people who can't. But Paula was saying the other day, the wonderful Paula, was saying the other day that she doesn't have much extra. But, for example, there was some coffee she likes there was a really good sale on it. So she stocked up on that, and it didn't cost her much more than how much she would normally pay. So just really, really start keeping an eye out for sales and stock up where you can, because I don't give financial advice. I'm not in any position to do that. I'm not accredited for that, but I worry about you. And anyway, thank you, Carolyn. Have a cup of coffee and treats for Boo Boo. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so, and again, I know I'm a broken record and what have you, but it's absolutely free. It's absolutely free to go to the Color Organization channel, links in the description box, and download the free PDF, how to one-page budget. And I made this. It explains step by step. It has blank pages you can print out, but exactly not only how to do a good budget for yourself, but to start being able to save little bits of money each month, and you can see where you're doing it. And this could make your life easier if you don't already have a particularly strong budget in place. All right, so just letting you know, links in the description. Over on the Color Organization, there's a video I have up that goes through this, as well as the directions. Instructions are in here. Rosebud says, I only have a phone. How do I print? If you have a printer, there are settings in your phone. I would look online. That's what I did, so that you can, if your printer is on the same network, Wi-Fi network as your phone, quite often you can use that to print, but you've got to work it out in your settings, and that might just be on an iPhone. But anyway, all right. Nope. Sorry. Oh, anyway. Mr. Couture says, I have a copy. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. All right. Carol said, just joined in. I'm 5 minutes behind. What fresh love we got today. Oh, if you have a Rose Blue saying I have an Android. Oh, I understand. Just honestly, when I have any technical questions, I literally Google or ask like ChatGPT. Sometimes there are good suggestions there, and I just keep trying stuff. So, Paula says, go to your local library and print them. The wonderful Paula. All right, so let's have, hello, Zeticus. All right, Carol says, I spent $109 on 2 bags of groceries last night. I completely believe that. All right, so tariffs. These particular tariffs. Although I should probably do like one for Canada and one for Mexico. It feels like I should just do this for now. Okay. So right. Now I have the information on what the tariffs are covering. I could go through it, but it's just a lot. You can Google that as well. Tariffs. Ugh. All right, I'm using the Aquarian deck. The good news is I don't have any major arcana here, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's not going to be icky. Knight of Wands. This is very, very aggressive, far right. That's a card for the reading. And there is the 6 of Wands, which is their far right victory. 5 of Swords, adding insult to injury. 10 of Wands, the burden. Page of Pentacles. There are a lot of people who are not in good financial shape to handle prices going up like this. Knight of Pentacles, shifting money around. I do think that even Republicans are going to get pushback as prices go up. I'm so sorry. This thing is so sad. This whole thing is going to hurt people, and that makes me crazy. But matter of fact, let me pull out Old Faithful. Beneath that was the Star card. It wasn't part of the reading, but it's the card of hope. Let me pull out Old Faithful. See if I get anything different. 25% tariffs. Whoops. Canada and Mexico. Is this jerk going to go through with it, or... Elena's tariffs not extended to March. What does that mean? Does that mean it's going to Thank you, Jane. That's very sweet of you to say. March 1st. Oh, okay. Thank you, Deepseek. Exclusive. Trump set to impose tariffs on Mexico and Canada starting March 1st, sources say. Extended. Thank heavens. Maybe he'll keep putting it off. Duh. ICE arrest, Raymond pointing out, ICE arrest for deportation, a Latino man wearing a Latins for Trump shirt. Oh, the irony. Really? Thank you, Sonny. Thank you for letting us know. Bye. Yeah, this is the government. We're going to try to help each other. They're watching what's coming in. Trump being awful. Tick tock, temperance. All right. Well, that's good. It's slightly better. I don't want this big man with a gun. Also, on a much less important note, because I can't stay in this awful energy constantly. You know how I've been drawing clothes on my tarot decks for years, and people have made fun of me for that and said how ridiculous it is? Guess what? I got one of my videos was made 18 or older only from back before I did that. Got the notification yesterday. Why? Because of the world card where I hadn't drawn clothes on her. Told you. The tariff's going to be tariffs. All right, we're pulling together. That's good. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard. We're going to have to pull together, use some higher wisdom, and use all of our resources. Get really particular about your resources. I'm not saying panic. I'm not saying we need to panic, but you know, I'm a broken record. That, you know, that famous quote by is it Honor Balzac? Anyway, be bourgeois in your daily life so that you may be extraordinary in your art. And bourgeois, basically be boring in your daily life. And we need to be very, very boring. We need to be just very steady, stable, practical. And I have no earth in my astrology chart. Being practical for me is not the easiest thing in the world, but very steady. We're going to stay, we're going to breathe, we're going to be sensible, we're going to stick together. We'll make it through. All right. The E has an accent, so it's Honore. Thank you, Deb. Rocks, absolutely. Diets a la Trump. Yeah. Anyway. Tiger Surprise says no Earth. Wow. I know. I do have Saturn on my ascendant. I do have my sun in the 6th house of Virgo. I do have my moon in the 2nd house of Taurus. It's a Cancer moon, but it's in that house. Sun in an Earth house. But I don't have any actual Earth. So. All right. At 1805. Canada has threatened to stop the electricity it provides to a number of northern U.S. states if there are nasty tariffs imposed. Christine says, plan a garden. It will feed your body and soul. The Pope says, tea time with ice for foot and shoulder and knitting. Oh, I hope you're okay. Cinderly says, I have no air in my chart. Well, there we go. That's a point. Claude is reminding us that Ontario's Prime Minister is Doug Ford, so he's not exactly anti-Trump. We will keep you grounded, says Tigress. Thank you. Age wear and tear. Oh, bless. Lewis says, I have no air in my tires. Jana says, I did not know we depend on electricity from Canada. Oh, in certain places. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're willing to keep their word. I mean, we don't know how long Trudeau's going to be the prime minister. Sorry, I get confused sometimes. But 2 of Wands, far right communication. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. This is not good. This is the money curve. This is being aggressive with money. Let's put it that way. There's the Sun card. Sun card's not been very pleasant these days. King of Cups. That feels like a leader in Canada. I don't know I haven't heard who's the most likely to be the next prime minister, but it's someone probably more liberal than Trump. High Priestess, Justice. So yeah, using some higher wisdom and some balance. This is, to sum this up, what is Canada going to do about tariffs? Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. But if you start it, oh, they will finish it. Great. Oh boy. Yes, Lois, someone definitely smarter than the Felon. All right, so at 21:35, looks like a 10% tariff on China is about to come into effect. The Peterson Institute for International Economics found that the 25% tariffs on Mexico and Canada and a 10% tariff on China would reduce our gross domestic product, our GDP, by $255 billion by the end of Orangina's term. Billions. Knock our GDP down. Billions. Basically, our citizens going to revolt because of tariffs. Oh, Amy, I hope you're okay. Are citizens going to revolt? I mean, probably MAGA will start blaming, oh, it's all immigrants, because you have to blame, kind of like they're because actually rounding up Jewish people is so passé. So let's try a whole different group. Holy buckets. All right, good news. Again, on the one hand, no major arcana. Unfortunately, what this does mean is it's going to hit the common man and woman. Oh, Amy, I'm glad you're okay. Good. Card for the reading is this is the working class, the worker class. As they call us, the poors. Card for the reading. Us pulling together, adding insult to injury. Burden. And I don't know that this is going to be a burden on the far right as things get worse, but it's also because it's putting a burden on the rest of us. King of Cups, rise of some Democratic leaders. Two of Swords, these are decisions. Now, this is also my voting card, but we don't have the midterms until a year from November. Other than local elections stuff. Will there be revolts? Because the chaos level is enough to just, I don't know, make you crazy. Oop, short one card. Short card. Card for the reading. We're worried. We're worried about people. Five of Pentacles. Out. That's being out in the cold. That's poverty and disease. It's a card for the reading. It's what we're worried about. All right. So the reading itself. Five of Cups. Disappointment. Far right. Oh, feeling beaten up? Really? Gee, I wonder why. As long as it's not literal, we're very, very much against violence here. Against violence. No violence. Star. That's hope in the middle, because we're going to hold together. Here's justice, and there's Trump the man. So it kind of feels like the court's getting involved in certain things here to try to help. Because Trump is not, he doesn't actually have the dictatorial power that he wants to have. So I guess the question is, will, at 27, will MAGA blame, I know, it's unlikely, will MAGA blame Trump, etc., or the oligarchs or what have you, the Trump oligarchs, etc., for price spikes? And I'm really not trying to freak people out. I'm really not. I don't want you to be upset. I'm trying to just be as honest with you as I can, give you the best information I've got. Laura says my local food bank is cutting items from the list of available items. Yeah, and there are. I mean, I know people who've really run into trouble, and they had to jump through such hoops. Like they're in a red state. Like in a red state, it can be that the local, like, there isn't state help, not really. And so they send you to like a local church, and then you get in there, and even though it's a church, they treat you like you're scum, and you have to fill out all this paperwork, and then they give you very little. And yeah, how very Christian of you. I mean, that's scum. Scumbags would work at a church and give people grief who are coming in for food because they're desperate. Carol says we should be grateful. Forewarned is forearmed, as in be prepared. Don't be surprised when stuff happens. Well, so MAGA, is this? I mean, normally it's, well, things can go bad for us as long as it goes worse for people we don't like, and that's it's the psychology of that kind of extremism. Right now, of course, they're just blaming the scapegoat, immigrants. They're the scapegoat. Everything's immigrants. Well, actually, the real problem behind that is the real problem is you mistreating and trying to deport so many people who are not violent, who do not have a criminal record, who have families, who pay taxes. I don't know where these people think that, how they think they're going to get Social Security, considering it's a big chunk of why it's been solvent this far is because there are so many people paying into it who cannot take money out themselves. But sure, reality just, son, that's white supremacy. Blech. Sorry, I'm just disgusted by that. Hermit. Death card. Six of Pentacles, Magician. Not all, but boy, there are some of them are going to turn themselves into pretzels. They are. This is narrow-minded, insular, pulling back. And this is definitely things going wrong, but as long as they're getting rid of those other people, then I mean it's gross. It's gross. Well, we have to put up with this just to get those people out of our country. Rule of thumb. Something to keep in mind. Just throwing this out there. If you hate an individual, a person you know that you've dealt with, that's life. There's some people you're not going to, maybe you don't hate them, but you're going to run across people you don't like. Sometimes they're doing something awful. Sometimes you've got very incompatible energy or astrology and they just rub you the wrong way. Whatever it is, that's life. When you despise a group of people because they are working together toward a very mean goal to take away human rights, to be cruel, be as awful as possible, then you're likely, if you despise that group who take away from others, then you might be fighting Nazis. But if you despise whole swaths of humanity because they have different colored skin, or they have a different religion, or they are not heterosexual, then you are a racist. You are racist, bigoted, misogynistic, whatever. All of those things. So, just throwing that out there. Oh, see, okay, NBC. Chuck Todd, former Meet the Press moderator, will leave NBC News after nearly 20 years. Bye. If you will excuse my using the term, bye, Felicia. Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, where, which is, I don't want to be on this timeline. Can we go on the one where Kamala won, please? I know. All right. Well, at 34:30, Martina had a question. So, Marco Rubio said yesterday that the purchase of Greenland is not a joke. Oh, I think everything about Trump is a joke. Anyway, Denmark boosted its defense and has now the support of the EU. Is Denmark facing punishment like travel restrictions, tariffs, or armed conflict from the US if they don't sell. It's just more the same. You would think that it's like the whole Greenland thing kind of fell off the radar because there's only so much bandwidth. But no, it's still part of. All right, there's the U.S. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you don't have the money basically to buy Greenland. 9 of Wands. So Trump's feeling pushback, and of course, let us not forget Junior being made to cool his heels in the lobby of the leader in Greenland, who wouldn't see him. And then he turned around. He's like, "Oh yeah, oh no, I was just here to do some filming for my video or podcast or whatever." And it's like, what, lobbies of leaders around the world, right? 4 of Pentacles, day late and $1 short. 8 of Cups, unfinished, having to walk away. For what it's worth, fingers crossed. It doesn't look good. Because you have to think about it. Denmark's a part of the EU. And the EU, they want access to all that too. Laura says the news is bad, but your cards are pretty. Oh, thank you. It's the Aquarian Tarot. Okay. Marco Rubio. I'd read on him, but it just makes my spine hurt. Oh, thank you, AG AutoWorks. All right. So there was a lot of talk before I came on at 37. Well, let's make it 38. 38 minutes in. There was a lot of talk. Travels, Shannon Arthur, Rose Blue. What are you? By golly, Ollie. Oh, thank you so much. It really helps. I have faith it will all be bettered soon, really soon. I love everything about that. Thank you, Ollie. Thank you. All right. Okay, so there was a lot of talk before I came on. So yeah, there are 3 names on this question, but there were more people talking about it too. So Travels, Shannon Arthur, and Rose Blue. So Elon Muskie, through DOGE, the committee that's not a part of the government, wants access to the US Treasury Department payment systems and data. Just wants to go in and see where the money's going, see what's going on. Just access to that database. No. Design Media FX says we can send it to Putin. Yeah, pretty much. Will he get it? It's not good. This is not good. So will DOGE get access to the U.S. Treasury the U.S. Treasury payment systems and data? Sarah isn't here, I don't believe, unless you saw her in the chat just recently. She's gone off to get a. I think she's getting a free Starbucks today. So, but anyway. Okay, this is information on a whole lot of people and a whole lot of very vulnerable people too. Chariot. Oh yeah, what they could do with all that information. Queen of Wands. He's not the only one. There are lots of people who would love to get their hands on all that information. Queen of Swords. These are people who are supposed to be the gatekeepers. Nine of Pentacles. Musk is sitting pretty, and he's not really, these people, the oligarchs, they don't really hear the word no very often. Now, it does end in the Page of Wands, which is, you don't have the power to do this. One of the problems is, yeah, there's, it feels, I don't know, but are there laws? Are there laws protecting that? Because it's not a part of the government, this committee. It says tariffs begin February 1st. But there was an article some other people brought up earlier that said it was being put off to March 1st. Okay. It seems like it looks good for them, and then the last card again is just yeah. Teresa, this would be bad. This would be very so very bad. A lot of people don't like Musk. King of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, what he would do with all that information. Ten of Swords. This would do a lot of damage. And Trump may try to order it or do something, because I've got this far-right victory here, but it ends in this Eight of Cups again, which is, this is unfinished, or this isn't, this person in red is walking away, has to walk away. And the last card in the last set I drew was weak. Super weak. So hopefully not. Hello, Kelly Capricorn. Dear Great Gussie. Lady Eva says, here, let me pull this up. My Canadian friend has told me that the local supermarkets are now putting out signs on food products, which ones are made in the US. People there are very angry. Yikes. Turned to saying BBC says tariffs are set to go tomorrow. That too. Mark says, yes, groceries have signs out. Oh, geez. Okay. Anna is concerned if Elmo, I'm assuming you mean Muskie, 4430. Anna's worried that Muskie will Muskie get his hands on Social Security and Medicare? Or is Elmo someone else? Please let me know. Al Swim says eggs at Walmart and was wiped out. Yeah. it feels like I'm getting nudged, like move on, move along. I mean, because there's no oversight over him. This would do immense damage and chaos. And this is, okay, this is utilizing your resources. And this is like, go look at something else. The image I'm getting is like an elbow, like go try to cut something else because of the sheer amount of damage it would do. Fingers crossed. Carol says, you did say, Sebastian, that Canada will take us American refugees. I don't know if that's true. That was a rumor. It was a rumor that Canada will accept America. I don't think it's true, but the rumor was that Canada will take American refugees, like for asylum, if you can prove a long history of basically speaking out against Trump. And I heard that, and I'm like, number one, I doubt this is real. Two, I qualify. Hello. Hi. There are 2,200 videos on this channel. Hi. But I don't want to go anywhere. All right. 46 minutes in. All right, let's move out of this energy. Okay, let's look at Claude's question at 4720. The special election, Iowa flipped a seat to a Democrat. Yay! Thank you, Maggie. If there are other special elections, will it turn the tide for Democrats in Congress this year? Will they get the majority? Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, please. Come on, Hakeem Jeffries. Speaker Jeffries. Majority Leader Schumer. Two of Pentacles. Well, definitely weakening Republicans. Three of Cups. We have good people. We do. We've got a good bench all across the country. Hierophant. There's the government. Ten of Pentacles. I'm not liking that. That's the dynasty, the Republican dynasty, their power. Nine of Pentacles sitting pretty. But it does end in the Queen of Cups, which would be groups of Democrats, more Democrats getting in. This is even, they don't have that many seats, extra seats though, but this feels pretty entrenched for the moment. But this Queen of Cups, this is, that does not bode well for them. It's just not right now. Deepseek has a link to Reuters. Senior US Treasury official to exit after rift with Musk allies, report says. Oh, man. Hey. Okay. Martin had a question. 5015. For those of you who have been avoiding the news, I understand. Basically, China said, "Oh, by the way, we have a really good AI called Deepseek, and we put it together in months." And now OpenAI is like, "Excuse you?" So, I mean, it's not remotely worth reading on did China steal huge amounts of data and technology and what have you to create their own AI like a ChatGPT or Claude or what have you. It's not even worth reading on. Yes. And now people are worried. Now, but keep in mind, there is a thing about China, which is, one, they lie. Two, yeah, you can steal what's there, but places like OpenAI and whatnot, and other like American companies who are working on AI, they have the talent to create it in the first place. So advances are more likely to come from this side. But yeah, China just did a chunk of leveling the playing field. And they got hold of a bunch of, I guess they got hold of a lot of NVIDIA chips they weren't supposed to or something. Because the NVIDIA stock just... Yep, Deepseek. Yep. Yeah, there's even... You'd have to read upside down, but yeah, I mean, even my computer here, that green sticker right there, it says NVIDIA. That's what's on this laptop. So, yes, Sherry, NVIDIA lost $1 billion worth of stock in a day because of Deepseek. Coral says Deepseek say they store information on safe servers in China. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So will China's AI Deepseek be a threat to the U.S.? Was it Jon Stewart who did point out, you mean an AI is losing its job to an AI? Which isn't true, but he has his moments. A few, but he has them. 10 of Wands. Yeah, this is a burden card, but it's also a, oh, thank you, I'll take that. And walking off with all the goodies. Which is how China got where they are. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, they did it for cheap. Justice. Yeah, that's not good. Knight of Wands. 2 of Swords. 2 of Wands. These are not strong cards. I think what this comes down to, if the American companies are thinking about, I don't know, suing or, good luck. Sorry, good luck with that. But I don't think that they can advance very quickly. So that's what I'm getting. Oh boy. Joe Crane had a question. 55 minutes in. 55. We hear readings on the orange thing all the time. But will you do one for the opposition? Will Democrats stand up and be counted on? Let's look at that. Hello, Salty Chip. All right, Democrats in the government specifically. Go blue. Knight of Swords, using legislation, the legislature, blue states, courts, and the number one profession of people in Congress is lawyer. So Knight of Swords, this is active. That's good. So Five of Swords, adding insult to injury. We're already dealing with that. Nine of Wands, far right, feeling a little beaten up, and deserve to, as long as it's not literal. No violence. King of Swords are in the middle. So again, this is using, these are people, some smart people who know how to use the system to limit or block everything that they can that the pumpkin pinhead is doing. Temperance. I like that. Major Arcana Temperance. Getting in the way. 10 of Cups. Us standing together. All right. I'm liking these cards. They're not going to be able to stop everything, but they're definitely here doing everything they can. So yeah. It's good. Good stuff. All right. That was a lot. But we go through the news together. Okay. All right. So that is going to do it for me for today. But thank you for being here. Anyone who came in late and missed it, look. Little koi fish. Actually, I should turn the autofocus back on. There we go. Did that work? Yes, look. Fishies. Koi. That way. Duh. So anyway, if I was ever going to wear them, today's the day. So here we are. Thank you. Louis says, thanks, Sebastian. Don't be coy. Good. All right. Seriously. We're going to get through this. We are. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but it's really different when you're in the same boat and you're helping each other and you're comforting each other and finding, giving each other, pointing out resources to each other and what have you. That makes a big difference. So thank you for all of your kindness. Bing. These are my YouTube channels. I'm trying to help. We've been doing the stay calm, the meditating, the breathing, the good energy just before this live stream. Then it's news with friends. So we go over the news together. Creative sprints from 3 to 6, just being productive. I'm right now I'm working on clearing out a bunch of stuff in the basement area so I can get a bigger stock of non-perishables and what have you. And I'm recording all of that. So that's my project I've been working on. And then color organization, there'll be a video out later today because it's usually Fridays that the new videos come out. And but there'll be I've got all kinds of stuff planned there. So I'm working on. Anyway, you can stay calm, go through the news with friends, be productive, be organized. And we're going to get through it. All right. So please remember, you're not alone. We're in this together and there are good days ahead. There are. All right. So take care, be safe, and I will see you later. Bye.